This shows us this is non-profit, this temperature is, this temperature is, this is what.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. I would like to start off with introductions of our team. I am Regina. This is Thomas, Christy, and Katie. We have come together with BCAI, Breaking Chains and Advancing Increase, School of Arts. I would also take a moment to acknowledge Keith. He has contributed greatly to our project, but is unable to be here with us today. Breaking Chains and Advancing Increase. BCAI School of Arts is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, founded by Angelique Rahim. She founded this in 2012. They have teachers and coaches which instruct classes in visual, martial, and performing arts. These classes are designed to serve families with preschoolers and their parents. Angelique started this as a dance studio and has since added a martial arts component. This platform has been created for families who need an outlet to overcome issues related to any type of abuse that has caused emotional scars. Parents are encouraged to actively engage with their children as they grow through the process of healing. BCAI has strong community involvement, including Not in Our Town, Keeping Families Together, Black Lives Matter, NAACP, Annual Cultural Festival, For a Better Tomorrow, Conexiones Latinas, and MLK Gospel Festival. A few of their core programs are Combat Martial Arts, Hip Hop 1 and Hip Hop 2, Street Funk Break Team, Cultural Dance, Adult Dance, and Hands That, which is a multimedia art training. They also have a fundraiser, which you'll hear more about at the end of our presentation. As a visionary for this phenomenal organization, Angelique states BCAI is a necessary vehicle to destroy destructive cycles in this world, such as violence, sexual abuse, victimization, poverty, etc. Angelique and her team work tirelessly to bring positive, life-changing awareness to everyone in our community. Their goal is to eliminate self-doubt and discrimination. Their mission is to accomplish this regardless of age, race, social status, or culture. MCLP is a proud partner with such a powerful community change agent. Next, we will hear from Christy, who will talk a little bit about our problem statement.
Thank you. Regina? There we go. The problem with BCAI is not a lack of passion. You've never met more passionate people in your lives. The problem that we sought to work with BCAI is the fact that there are limited staff. There are very few highly committed people that are part of the organization at BCAI. So the problem that we sought to address is how can we help them get into those classes and do the amazing work that they do with students and families and help with programmatic changes and business plans that can allow them more time to do the important work with their students and with their families. Katie's going to talk to you about how we sought the solution.
Our solution for BCAI was not to focus just on fundraising activities. to focus on the whole well-being of BCAI. We felt the solution for BCAI was to look at the structure of the organization and to focus on a business plan. BCAI can have a lot of success if efforts are in line with a solid business plan. BCAI has great foundation, but we felt the business structure needed some focus. And Thomas will talk about our goals.
Thank you, Katie. So now I'll discuss the initial goals that we had for the business plan. We are currently still working on the business plan and look to have it finished by the end of the month. So far, we have defined the organizational structure and determined the support and work needed. We did hold a meeting with BCAI at ISU to meet with registered student organizations. Keith has completed updating the volunteer manual with the help of the existing manual that BCI is currently using. We are working, though, to add an evaluation form to the manual to help with checking in with the volunteers throughout their time. We'll also be looking, just kind of lost my place. We also are currently working to finalize a documentation library. The library will be for reusing forms, templates, documentation processes, archiving graphics, and event documentation. And then we'll be looking to finish identifying the key performance indicators and establishing a tracking schedule for their matrix. And for our accomplishments so far, so during my marketing meetings, getting ready for the marketing section of the business plan, I was able to connect BCAI with the grant writer. So they've actually hit it off really well and looking to hopefully start working on some possible grants to actually establish more consistent funding. So in the marketing plan, in the marketing section, I have met with the marketing expert from the Illinois Small Business Development Center here at Illinois Wesleyan, and I got a better idea of what we really need to put into the marketing section. So we will be adding in a marketing analysis and a marketing strategy to this section of the business plan, and I plan on meeting with the marketing team at BCI to help get a better idea of where they're currently at, what we can look to improve to further improve their marketing strategy. And then next, Christy will go over a few more of our accomplishments.
So one of our main key points that we wanted to try when we worked with BCAI was partnering BCAI and their staff with registered student organizations at Illinois State University. So we tried that, and we had a meeting, and we've learned to pivot. Sometimes in leadership, one of the most important things we can learn is how to pivot and how to make changes. And one really important thing that we learned was when you're working with student organizations, one of the main key entry points is actually through the sponsored faculty that will work with the registered student organizations rather than the students that will change year to year. And so we have since been able to connect with the faculty sponsors for those registered student organizations who have interest in continuing to work with BCAI. And Regina's going to talk about the next 2 points.
A part of the business plan that we were able to research is the legal structure and the operation of the business. BCAI opened April 2012. The more solid concept was fall of 2011. Their location was originally at 510 East Washington Street, which they were able to change that location recently up to 107 East Chestnut is their current location. The part of the facilities that are used for the business is 1 office space, 1 meeting room, 1 large studio space, 1 shared conference room, and a shared supplemental studio space. In order to get this business going, she did a lot of networking. She had to obtain a lawyer, she had to get insurance, make sure she had the space, put the social media awareness out there, and build the website. The owner and operator is professionally holds an associate's in arts degree. Her specialties are youth engagement and advocacy, various art forms, creative problem solving and vision work, communication and marketing. She also consistently reads developmental books, attends seminars, listens to many teachers via the internet, and just continues to learn professionally and personally. Checks and balances that they have to go through to work at this organization is the standard background check for youth organizations. Currently, there are 40 students and 22 teachers and coaches. Through the research that we have done, we identified what the potential risks and problems could be. These include what would take away from the company's sustainability, which we were able to highlight and find some solutions to through our business plan. These risks and problems include, but are not limited to, lose support from financial backers, lose volunteers, lose their space, or have a significant reduction in clientele, which includes family support. So through the business plan, we were able to highlight some areas that will sustain those.
Financials. So in talking with BCAI, they currently have a financial system, but we're looking for some extra amenities. So with like an app where you can go on and you can donate through an app, or their registrations and their events that you can log in and register through this app or software. So I've been doing some research on nonprofit financial software. It can also be an app on their phone, someone's phone, and also simplified. They're not a huge organization, so there's a lot of software that has all of these capabilities: donor management, event management, website builder. So we could go on and on. Reports, analytics. So I'm trying to kind of comb through all of the options that are out there and creating a pro and con of each software solution, so I can come back and then kind of present my top one or two that I would suggest, maybe that they pivot and try a different software from what they're currently using. So hopefully in the next few weeks I can get that knocked out and be able to present my suggestions. Thomas?
So here's just our organizational structure chart that Keith actually would work on for us. He met with Angelique. We got her original organizational structure that she had originally outlined, and we just kind of wanted to simplify it for her, because right now she's kind of doing a lot of the jobs for the organization itself. So we wanted to simplify it to help kind of give her more time back so that she could focus on her passions on helping those students.
I had a really fun part of this business plan, and that was doing industry research. So one of the best parts of this was to identify that nobody quite does what Angelique does with BCAI. That's the fun part of industry research. What we learned was that many organizations in this community do one piece of work. They might do art classes, they might do dance classes, but no one does quite what BCAI does. They're truly unique in their mission and their goals for this community. One organization that we did include in the business plan is a national organization called Art Illusion, and they really have similar goals to what BCAI works on in our community, but it was very fun to realize the unique space that BCAI really fills in our community. This is our amazing team that really helped us. We want to be sure to say thank you to Joy, who was our MCLP advisor, to Angelique, who's the executive director and the sponsor of BCAI, of our project, and the executive director of BCAI, and to Barbara Little, who is our liaison through MCLP. They've been a tremendous support to us in this work. And I'm trying to click, and I just can't seem to do it. There we go. This is the most important. There's a very important fundraiser coming up. It's coming up on April the 4th from 6 to 9. Their Mix, Fuse, Evolve fundraiser is coming and you should all attend. You can find information and the links to get tickets on any of these sites and on their Facebook page. There's also, for all of you who are going, how am I gonna get there from 6 to 9? Don't worry, there's an equally fun event for your children from 5 to 10 where they can engage in this amazing work with the staff of BCAI. So you can have a night away and learn about this important work while your children are being actively cared for and learning through the wonderful teachers at BCAI. Questions? Look, listen, did you hear that? You were right on time. Just gonna point that out. I'm gonna step away and let them answer all the questions.
Questions? Yes.
Is that a shoe track?
No. Yes. It wasn't a question.
Hello.
Yes.
Well done. Really enjoyed it. I'm curious, how do families currently know about BCAI?
That's a good question.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Meant to be a softball.
Yeah, it's through Facebook, Instagram, word of mouth, events like this that kind of lets them know what's going on in the community.
And BCAI is very involved in other community events as well, so you'll see them and their teams all around at different community events around town where you can learn more about BCAI there.
Is anyone here today? Is anyone here today?
Yes, she is. Any more? Yes?
I'd just like to make a statement starting this thing. You all do a wonderful job explaining and letting people know that don't know about BCAI, what they do in their platform and how we're going to grow and how we can be potential partners for other people in the community. So way to go.
Thank you.
This is the free program. I don't know if I missed that part. Can't hear you.
Is this a free program for children or adults that are enrolled in the program, or is it funded?
There is information on the website, but I know if you need assistance, you can contact the director and she will work with you. She asked if we could explain the name and what does that mean. Angelique?